Hey, it's Mr. Bass, and I've got the premium Super 6 sack and the standard Super 6 sack. If you want to see individual videos of what's in each, I've got that. Or you can just watch this one and see the comparison. I'm doing a comparison of what you get in the premium versus the standard. What's better? Let's take a look and find out. I like my 6 cent Super 6 sacks. The premium sack, just to kind of give you a comparison, cost me just under 37 bucks a month, $36.99. This little standard sack, $22.99, so 23 bucks. That just kind of gives you a difference in price. You may say to yourself, hey, you get this cool bait bag with the premium sack. Don't get ahead of yourself. You do sometimes, rarely. Most of the time, you get a crappy sack, just like this. But when this shows up, hey, great, awesome, love it. And I've never seen one of these with a standard sack. So just not to say maybe they won't do it, I don't know. I can't speak for the company. But if you're wanting something like a cool worm bag or a bait bag, you're probably going to have to go with one of the premium bags, the premium sacks, not the cheap sack. But let's break this open. If you really want to see details, I've got individual videos on each where I kind of take the lures out of the package and give you a close-up look. Not going to do that today with these. All I'm going to do is just show you the difference. So on the premium sack, you usually get around 7 lures, I would say. And this month, you get 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 lures, 4 crankbaits, a swim jig, and 1 soft plastic. On the standard sack, you get 5 items, I believe. You get 3 crankbaits, a soft plastic, and some hooks. So that's kind of the difference just in quantity. All right, let's compare the soft plastics that came in each of the bags this month. In the premium bag, you got the 3.3-inch stroker craws. In the standard sack, Ned Fry worms. Stroker craw, worms. Those are the only soft plastics in either bag. End of the deal there. Terminal tackle. There's no terminal tackle in the premium sack. There were some worm hooks, 4/0 offset worm hooks in the standard sack. Then you get down to lures. 4 hard baits in the premium sack, 3 in the standard. And you also get a swim jig in the premium sack. So swim jig in the premium sack, no jigs in the cheap sack. Now let's compare the crankbaits. See what we got as far as similarities go. All right, on the premium sack, you got the Movement 80X. On the standard, the Movement L7. Those are similar. 2 identical baits, and these are both great baits. The Axis Metal 2.0, this is a really hot lure right now. It's competing with the Jabberjaw and other metal or moving bait, moving lip crankbaits. So, great lure. They said they spent like 3 years in production developing this lure, and it's really hot right now. You got kind of this cool bluegill color that came in the premium sack. You got this cool black magic that came in the standard sack. So as you can see, even when you're paying the low end, the 22, 23 bucks, you're still getting some high quality lures. All right, then we've got the rest of them aren't really, no real comparison, but I'll just kind of put them side by side. In the premium, you got the Crush Silent 100, which is a square bill. In the standard sack, you've got a Swank 77X, which is kind of like a little wake bait crankbait. That's it for the standard, and then there's one more lure in the premium. It's the Curve 55 crankbait. Great little crankbait. Really like this one. That's it. Just in a quick down and dirty, that's what you get in the 2 bags. Just wanted to share that with you so that you can compare. and make a decision for yourself. If you're on a budget and you don't want to spend that $36, $37 or even more for a box, but you want a monthly subscription, maybe the standard sack's the way to go. Like I said, it's only $23 a month, and you get some pretty high quality stuff there. Hope this is informative and helpful. If so, please subscribe to the Mr. Bass channel. I'd greatly appreciate it. Also, check out my buddy Steve over at the Get Your Fish On channel. He and I do a weekly podcast live stream on YouTube where we talk about all kinds of things. In fact, 2 weeks ago, we talked about monthly subscription boxes. We talked about all of them that we know on the market and everything that they have and include. You may want to go back and watch that one. I think it was a great show. Every Wednesday, 8 p.m. Central, 9 p.m. Eastern, Mr. Bass and the Get Your Fish On live podcast show. Love for you to check that out. Also, head over to Steve's channel, the Get Your Fish On channel. He's got tons of great stuff, great content, great tackle reviews, fishing, the whole works. Subscribe to his channel. We'd greatly appreciate that as well. Until next time, this is Mr. Bass. Happy fishing!